Crazy, right? I remember first starting up this game, and at the time, I had been really a big fan of Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy at this point because of PlayStation 1. And I remember this was so reminiscent of Tomb Raider, like an excavation and an archaeologist site. And so I didn't travel as much as a kid due to my background. So I traveled through games, and Lara Croft was like my entryway into like travel. And so this always sparked my interest when my friend first introduced me to it, because he was like, hey, you know, check this out, this first scene. And I remember like Africa and Ghana and travel.
Concentrate on the northern cliff tomorrow.
Lake Turkana.
Hard, so be careful when you dig.
Lurking,
Yes,
like
sir.
watching these.
Dr. Masuda!
What is it? Did you find something?
It was a way for me just to sort of hang out and
the corridor
watch.
from the lakeside. It matches the location described in the
That must
research
be
paper.
it. Good. Show us where it is.
It's different from the others.
I knew it.
I love replaying
It's
this
over
every
there.
year, but it's a different experience just focusing solely on the game itself and everything that's happening on screen. The first time's always the best, but when you revisit stuff, you rekindle that fire and that interest, curiosity that you had.
This must be...
This moment is something I never expected. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, there's a key to something. The music was always really amazing. It is and now, as it was then, always amazing. What an introduction, right?
That light.
And then jump 4,000 years later to the game that I never thought I would love so dearly with all my heart. This moment was something I never thought would lead to where I am today. And so looking back on this now, this seems so simple, right? But it became so much more throughout the years. To me, as just like a fan of this company. And to see how popular it is now in comparison to, you know, here, this day and age when I originally played it. The goat. Besides Lara Croft, Shion Uzuki, one of the very few female leads. It's pretty rare back then to have female leads in games. Especially for games like this. So, very, very cool to see that as an opportunity. This is the generation where that started progressing forward. PS2 generation was a generation that had a lot more leads like that. And diversity in leads as well.
Commencing startup experiment. Open up an interconnection.
Roger. Opening interconnection. Connecting with dummy protocol.
A-line protocol zone secured.
Opening cage partition. 60 seconds to release. Beginning countdown. 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51.
They couldn't even do graphic designs. The fidelity of those images on the screens for them were like pixelated really badly because it just couldn't handle it back then. Well, on this hardware here that I'm playing it on the PlayStation 2. The size that it could store on disk.
All monitors clear.
3, 2, 1. Partition open. Proceeding with Cosmos body formation.
Body formation complete. Commencing Penfield mapping.
So the operating system, for those who don't know, at this point is Suzuki Point
Proceeding with Encephalon
on the third version, 3.
Mapping
3.0.
percentage at 76, 77, 78.
Encephalon construction complete.
There's noise appearing in the temporal lobe.
What's the problem?
It's on the left side of the temporal lobe. I'm showing slight stimulation of the synapses in section 818. It's within permissible bounds, though. Do you want to abort?
No. Let's keep going. Just stick to the menu. I'll try for a direct approach. Back me up.
Roger. Launching Nataraja connection system.
That's our fleet. Ye shall be as gods.
Password accepted. Commencing Nataraja boot up sequence.
He tried so many times to make his dream a reality. We're now on the third time. So...
Alan, there seems to be a problem with the visual field connection.
Ah, I see a small break in the MT field, route K12. It looks like the bi-directional link in the V4 field is lagged too. Hold on a minute. I'll fix it now. How is it now, Chief?
Okay. Looks good. Let's keep going.
Roger. Proceeding with Cosmos host separation.
Right.
morning, Cosmos. How do you feel?
Good morning, Xian.
Aw,
All systems are normal.
good morning.
Well, how about introducing yourself?
I am an anti-Gnosis humanoid fighting system, serial number 0000000001. Development name KPX, abbreviated name Cosmos. As I am currently configured for simulated battle, my output is limited to 22% of its normal capacity. My estimated weapons specifications are...
All right, that's good enough. Thanks.
You are welcome.
All I
Hitting the
have for you
skip button
today are
on
the
our
usual startup tests.
chat dialogue.
Sorry to wake you up just for that. You'll have to go back to sleep once everything's checked out.
I see.
Oh boy. The thing
Do you
about games
feel
like this,
sad or anything?
A
just the
predetermined set
ambiance
of emotions
sounds-
has been hard-coded into my emotion module to better facilitate interactions with humans. In order to better facilitate a relationship with you, Chief Engineer Shion Uzuki of the Cosmos Project, Vector Industries' first R&D division, I will emit an expression such as sadness only when that response is deemed necessary. However, the emotion module of my program has determined that this is not necessary at this time.
I guess you're right. I, of all people, should know that.
Your understanding is appreciated.
But you know, Cosmos, I've got mixed feelings about all this. Of course, I'm happy that you're awake, but the fact that you'll go back to sleep makes me a bit sad. On the other hand, the next time you wake up, it may be a time of much bloodshed. So deep down inside, I hope that day never comes.
this was the moment I understood that these games were unique. The thought that they would put in a game that you're contemplating the meaning of what it
algorithms
means
I
to
have
take
been
life
programmed with do not support the comprehension of illogical
and the
human
development of weapons
I hope you'll be able to.
and having a responsibility in what you
understand
develop,
someday.
either to
thought. I
destroy
will
or
do my
protect.
best.
All right, Cosmos, shall we get started? Alan, let's pick up from process 277 where we last left off.
Roger. Placing target drones in the encephalon. The drones are set to random movement and enemy ambush. How about a test run before the mission, Chief?
Sure, let's do that. Did you get that, Cosmos?
Affirmative.
Virtual tutorial. During quests, you'll trigger a battle when you come in contact with the enemy. Here you'll need to talk to Cosmos, select from the menu, then approach the soldier to start the battle. Target input complete. Normal attacks, tech attacks, and submenus. So, these are all things we know already, so for the sake of the playthrough, I'm going to go ahead and advance. Battle program has been set. You want to move to real combat? Alright then, I'll transport you to your original location after the battle. Are you ready? Draw!
Your orders, Xian?
Actual battle. From now on, the enemies will attack. Keep your eye on the attack order to avoid taking unnecessary damage. Defeat the enemy on the right first, as it can attack everyone at once. Because the enemy in the middle has IHP, it's a good idea to defeat it using tech attacks. The enemies are separated into 3 types. Some attacks are effective against certain types, so study the descriptions of each attack. The following icons appear in the GTW: Biotype, Mech type, and Gnosis type. Double points. Could be down as well. Nice.
The enemies have been exterminated.
Such an amazing soundtrack, by the way. Never get tired of it.
All processes to 300 cleared.
Chief, the data transfer is going smoothly. The A-line protocol is looking good.
It sure is. The response levels are really good.
If we can maintain these levels, we'll have some great results soon.
Yeah.
Chief?
Hey, Alan. Let's skip all 300 level processes and start from 400.
Huh?
Second time she
400?
skipped just the dialogue
Chief, but
before
that's-
and now the actual
I feel
gameplay.
pretty confident this time.
But, Chief... Remember what happened last time? Had we waited 10 more seconds to intervene, we wouldn't have been able to get you back at all. Can't we at least test it out in objective mode?
You know we can't get precise data that way. I'll be fine. If something happens, I'll get myself out. Besides, you want to test it out as well, don't you? We spent all night building the native A-line protocol.
Well, yeah, but...
That settles it. Let's get started.
She's like, I know what you want, Alan. I
All
always
right,
know what
then.
you want.
But if anything
To
happens,
test
I'm
the
gonna shut
A-line
it down
protocol.
from here. So don't press your luck.
Which she
All
always
right.
does.
And don't deviate from the program.
Okay, Mom.
Jeez, this is so typical of her. Will she ever stop to think about the hell I go through for her?
Typical parent problems.
The way you worry about Chief Uzuki all the time. I'm surprised you haven't keeled over already.
Hey, that's enough. Is the 400 level program ready to go?
We're ready to go anytime.
Then start up the program. I want detailed reports from every monitoring station. Any abnormalities, and I'm shutting down immediately.
Serious business, everybody. Cosmos, I'll explain a bit about this place. This place is an imaginary space constructed within the network. It's modeled off of some ruins in the early 2000 AD. Your mission is to fight the main target within the dilapidated building. The target is marked with the red vector box. There are objects in here that can be detonated. Some are effective if you set them off near the enemy. Use them to your advantage. Now then, let's start the mission. Yes, understood. Alright then, let's start the mission. Okay. So, a couple of things. We're gonna head up. And I'm going to... Oh, also, if there are two more objects, you can select from, use the L1 and R1 buttons to choose and shoot.
Cosmos, let's go.
Alrighty. Nice. medkit acquired. 2 medkits. Let's head on down. So this is a bit different. I need to lure it.
Okay, here we go.
Nice, my critical.
Great! I collected some good data.
Nice. We're gonna come over here. And then we're gonna get a med kit out of here. I know a lot of people don't realize this is here, but this is here. Then we're gonna head on up. Usually we could guide this one here as well to that electricity part, and we would guide him into there. But we're not gonna miss a single enemy, or at least I'm gonna try to fight as many as I can.
Target locked on. Commencing combat.
Alright. Nice criticals. Nice critical.
All systems clear.
Nice. Gonna head on in for some more enemies, some more battles. I'm gonna fight everything, so
Your orders, Xion?
beat them up. Nice.
Open ether circuit.
All systems clear.
Such an iconic pose. Head up the stairs.
Who goes there?
We get him on the stairs.
Target locked on. Commencing combat mode.
Nice crits. Does have ether up? We'll heal more. Get those times 4 points.
All systems clear.
Nice. Continue to move on. There is this here. Gonna head out here. We can get the revive. We're gonna go back in. We're going to trigger the boost because they respawn.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Okay. Nice.
Charging. On play. All systems clear.
Okay, we're gonna head in. Here we go. Nice.
Do you really think this is a good idea?
Yes, of course, to fight everything. In this battle, it's possible to pilot an eggs by selecting AGWS known as eggs in the submenu. First, select eggs from the menu. Next, use the right or left directional button to select its position and press circle to call it. Your turn is over after it's called. And for those who don't know, this is where that emote comes from. The transmit eggs emote comes from is that. Sounds like eggs, it really does. Controlling the eggs. The eggs attacks with square and triangle. Consumed AP vary with different weapons. Furthermore, the submenu will change slightly. W-Act is available when the same weapons are equipped with both arms and 6 AP is required. Ether cannot be used. Item. This cannot be used while piloting an eggs unit. This changes your position, and changing the position can alter the amount of damage received, but may limit your attack amount. Eggs will make you exit the eggs. Your turn ends after you exit the eggs. Guard reduces the amount of damage received. This is also a good way to accumulate AP. Warning, you'll not be able to recover during the battle if the eggs reaches 8-0. Which isn't needed
Enemies
anyway.
have been exterminated.
Astute observation, Cosmos. I appreciate the rendered report.
Status check.
I don't see anything unusual. All systems are stable. It's looking good. This ought to make up for last month.
I sure hope so. Cosmos has reached the checkpoint. Entering process 431.
Replacing targets with Type G drones. Commencing display.
Chief, I've changed the settings on the target drones. The next target is keyed to sound, so it'll only respond if you make a loud noise. You can move quietly if you hold down the R2 button while moving. Also, that thing behind you is a save point. If you press circle button there, you can save your progress. Make good use of it. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna heal. Oh, it's already pre-healed. Okay. So we're just gonna check our skills and our tech attacks and everything first. So I'm gonna go in and see if I can use any T points. I can. I usually just upgrade, but I'm just gonna hold on to them. But usually you can just upgrade the speed. There's skills as well, but I don't think I have anything to extract right now. Yeah, nothing to extract. And I don't think I have anything to equip at the beginning either. Other than scope. Bouldering. Armor, etc. Okay. So we're gonna head on down. We're gonna head downward. Down here. Out here. Nice. And then we find here our first segment address, which is segment address number 10. Which will become important later on at a later date, but also stuff can hide in boxes, so just be aware.
Your orders, Xion? Charging. On blade.
Nice. Juicy crit.
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions would come in handy?
Not me, Xion. Chief, items aren't the only things that are inside containers. Thanks, Alan. That's a little too late, but thank you. Mission key obtained. Now I can unlock the door. Lock has been removed.
All battle systems are go.
Nice. Nice, good move, Xion. Oh, really? Wow. This is the thing about Xenosaga, no mercy. Crazy, right? Ah, the difficulty of Xenosaga. Let's see. 56, 61, 82.
Charging our blade.
Exactly 21. Exactly just enough to kill it.
All systems clear.
Nice. Inserted the mission key.
Here we go.
Ah, yes.
What's going on?
Trauma.
A brand new network is being
Trauma.
created within the Cosmos mainframe. We've never had a reaction like this before. This is incredible. I've never seen the net grow so fast. Look at it, sir. Portions of the encephalon map are evolving. What the?
Alan, I'm going to engage the target. Make sure you capture all the data.
What? You cannot engage right now. You're tapped into Cosmos perception. It's too unstable.
Don't worry. We can pull it off.
What do you mean, don't worry? Chief?
She said, don't worry.
Disabling auto safety. Destroy all targets.
We're fine. Let's move here. Oh, okay. Me too. I can do that as well. Yeah. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and buff for the attack because we're gonna need to do bigger damage anyway. I hope I can land on the ×2 or ×4 slot for the experience, but it's not gonna be right away. Nice.
Systems clear.
Why do I feel like my memory of this game, even though I play it every year, I always feel like the HP should be higher. It's probably just me though.
So far, so good. Shift target to real mode. We'll test the Hilbert effect.
What? Chief, you're supposed to follow the program.
Cosmos,
Get with the
activate
program,
Hilbert.
Chief.
Roger. Activating Hilbert effect.
I wonder if that man was just as crazy. Or a woman. Hilbert. Or family.
I knew this
The
would
whole
happen.
family's
Status.
crazy.
This is bad. Something's wrong in the encephalon. The whole thing could collapse at any moment.
What? What about the chief? Chief, you're in danger. Get out of there now.
Hold on, just a little longer.
As lightning flashes before her eyes.
Nerve impulse is in the limbic system. We've got kindling.
That's enough. Shut it down. Pull her out of there now.
Roger. Entering shutdown command. It's been rejected. The chief's overriding us. We can't control it from here.
What? 10 seconds to encephalon collapse. Sir!
Damn it! Chief!
Yoink.
Chief? Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks. Did I push my luck a little too far this time? Alan?
You can't keep doing this, Chief. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Sorry about that, but I bet the data's really good.
The constellation, but the data.
Besides...
Huh? Was there something else?
Hmm? Oh, it's nothing. Well, we better get started on that data. Today's our deadline, so I'm sure they'll be asking for it soon.
Attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out in approximately 3 minutes. All hands, please return to your designated areas immediately. Once again, attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out.
The gate out system, it looks so violent, right? Because it looks like actually a rip and tear in space. And then you see like the friction, the reaction with the electricity coming off of it from the tear. Vector. Interesting that it's silver or black and white, gray tone sort of scale colored look. The logo.
All ships, gate out complete.
Shifting main engine to stealth mode. Maintaining current speed until sector withdrawal.
Exit from current space set at absolute time 1300 on the 22nd. 7 hours, 16 minutes, and 30 seconds to withdraw.
This game is also known as a game during a period of time in our history where there was a lot of famous voice actors who started out like these years. So it's a golden age of like voice acting, I feel. I mean, PlayStation 2 was also the first time you had voice acting, but just the matter of like the people who started their careers at the time that this started, and now are all big names now.
So we're
but you recognize a lot of voices. You just may or may not associate the
yes,
names.
Sir. Our final gate jump is at the next column. We're almost there.
We made it this far, we'll be fine. The odds of contact between columns is statistically low. Besides, this asteroid field we're in is perfect for hiding the fleet from them.
Don't jinx everything.
So Pollyanna thinks those asteroids are
Oh,
going
Pollyanna.
to protect us.
I'm sorry, sir.
A bit testy today, aren't we, Commander? Huh? Is something wrong?
No, of course not.
Ever since we picked up that object 10 days ago, everyone's been a bit jumpy. And we still have a ways to go before we hit comm space. I can empathize with the commander.
Captain, can you, debrief us on the current situation? Our original orders from the Galaxy Federation were to investigate the vanished planet and assist the researchers. But ever since we picked up that object, it feels like everything's changed. What exactly is that thing anyway?
Who knows? I haven't heard a thing from the research team. But, as I mentioned before, apparently they're after the object too. That's unofficial info, of course.
What about the rumor regarding the casualties during the retrieval process?
Even if it were true, that's none of our business. The research team has their own orders to deal with. The only explicit instructions we've received state that should any salvageable objects exist in the area, their retrieval takes top priority.
Top priority? What does that mean?
What it means is, over our very lives.
So dramatic. Pollyanna.
Now, no need to scare them. Those orders merely reflect the importance of this operation to the Galaxy Federation government, that's all. Just stay sharp and be careful.
That makes sense, sir. The entire fleet was renovated for this mission. Besides, if there's an emergency, we've got the trump card to fall back on.
Ah, yes. Speaking of which, what's the latest on that situation?
They're scheduled to turn in the A7 reports today.
A7, eh? Only one step away from fully operational. It's about time, I suppose. Lieutenant, please ask Chief Uzuki to come to the bridge once her data's ready. Ask her to bring all the previous data as well.
Yes, sir.
What trump card? Was he referring to that battle android?
That's right. You didn't know?
Wow, so it's true.
Hey, I heard that project's really behind schedule.
You can't blame them. There were casualties during their last boot-up test 2 years ago. They're being more careful this time.
It's hard to believe they're making an android in this day and age. The only place I've ever seen them is in old space novels.
Well, trump card or not, it's still an experiment. And it ain't like one android's gonna make that much of a difference. The whole project's just a chance for those Vector guys to show off. Someone's outdated hobby, that's all.
I heard that even their commercial models differ greatly between those that have seen action and those that haven't.
They say ignorance is bliss. Looks like they were right.
Commander?
I'm just envious, that's all.
They're really grilling Pollyanna today. Jeez. Oh, look at the last screenshot. He's just like glaring. The whole entire bridge is useless. It'll be okay.
Sure. I'll be there in 30 minutes.
They certainly didn't waste any time.
See? I'm usually right about these things.
Chief Uzuki.
She's all tapping her head like...
Will that be all?
Thanks. This should be good enough. I'll take care of the rest.
Chief, do you have a second?
Yes?
The military is expecting actual field data for Cosmos. Is it right for us to keep giving them simulated data like this?
Well, I must admit, you got me there.
Hee hee hee.
But honestly, if
Sure.
it were up to me, I'd keep her here, safe in her dream world forever.
But why are you so afraid to put her to real work when you push her so hard in the simulations? I can't wait to see Cosmos up and completely functional. Couldn't you at least try taking her up to Phase 3? That should be no problem for her by now.
Phase 3 in a simulated battle config? Come on. We're not about to wake our little princess for that. Here's a summary of Cosmos' main equipment from the 2nd Division. This should help you with the guys upstairs.
Thanks. I'm sure it will.
Know that these are the thicker MD discs, not your average floppy disk. By the way, Chief, what did you think of the MWS and the eggs? It's just dummy data created inside the Encephalon, but it was pretty exciting stuff, wasn't it? It neither had test problems during it, or all that remains are functionality tests using actual models. Worked pretty well. The MWS in particular felt right to me. I sensed something contrived in that, though. Well, I hear Miyuki is closely involved with the MWS, and I'm sure she's up to something again. Oh, by the way, could you send the connection gear data to headquarters for me? You know, the vaporizer plug-in that we use to destroy obstacles? I wonder if they're going to manufacture it based on our test data. I swear, they pile everything they can on us under the pretext of testing Cosmos. Well, it's inevitable considering they have a lot of their concerns, like the budget. Oh, a summons to the bridge is never a good sign. You better hurry if you ever hear the end of it, if the report is late. John Bell. Good old John Bell. Chief, I understand if you have reasons, but a machine is only meaningful as the functional goals it fulfills. Perhaps Cosmos would be happy if she was able to demonstrate her full capabilities. And debatable, John Bell. Togashi, enlighten the jarheads, will you? Tell them that developmental research is a living, breathing thing. Alright, everybody. I like how he's just labeled researcher. Alright. Verify the protocol. We're going back in because there's stuff to go back in for. So that's the EVS exit. So... we're heading back in for the prize in the last segment piece right here. Past the store if you go back in again.
Good idea.
That crit. That crit. It's only Xion solo. So you sort of have to be careful because they hit pretty hard. You can only survive a couple of turns of this, so you should actually just be super careful. After you eliminate one, you should go ahead and heal again. Because it's gonna take a lot of damage afterwards. So after here, you should heal again, and then proceed to attack again. But you don't want to keep too much. I'm gonna attack once and store. I'm gonna store it, and then I'm gonna get hit again, and I'm gonna heal. And then I'm gonna eliminate this one on the other turn. So we're gonna use this turn to heal again. We'll take the next hit. And then here's where we're going to kill this one. Or attempt to kill it. Nice. Gonna get hit again. Same thing as before. This time we're gonna get a boost though off of it, so. This one, if we don't eliminate it, you just boost to change the turn level. You can manipulate turns by boosting. So we'll jump over a level. Nice, times 10. Perfect.
Okay, let's go on.
Nice, Xion. Okay, now that we've come back in here, we've come back in for one specific thing. And that would be the prize left behind, which is the battle passport, which is important that you will need. So you can always heal, you don't need to, but the important thing is this: use the EVS plates to play an eggs minigame. So that's why you go back in afterwards, so that you can get this. And then you can exit after you get it. There are certain places you can step to get emails. So there are emails that are sent periodically to Xion as well. If you want to do like 100% everything, then there are certain places you need to walk in order for the emails to trigger, like on certain sides or certain locations at certain points. So if you're not too sure when that triggers or how that triggers, you can always just go around and trigger them directly. Some of them though, you have to go through certain events or sequences to do that, so. Oh, Chief, you're going to present your report. Good luck. When you're lost out of the path, when you've become lost in life, seek information. Information will surely give you a glimmer of hope. Isn't that the truth? You are here in Corridor 1. Let's see. I take the elevator up to get to the bridge, I think? Oh, I have an email. Vector press release. Connection gear products, the Rios 680RR and the Rios 650RS. Alright, plugin's very simple. Holographic monitor. Okay. So Vectorcom finally announced their latest model of connection gear, the Rios. They sure did, but I guess what? I had the Rios 680RR model even before they made their official announcement. With my connection gear, I can do all sorts of information by establishing and maintaining an on-demand network within the UMN. Yeah! The UMN has two very important roles in this world, governed by the Galaxy Federation and government. Our role is traffic infrastructure via leaps in space. As a result, even interstellar travel is made easy. I see. And the other role? The UMN is an information source that uses a large decentralized network system. We employ agent-like AI called procurators like yourself to navigate us around the giant network called the Unus Munus network, or the UMN. That's right! Well, allow me to now perform my duties as a procurator. I'll give you a little more information about emails. New emails received will be displayed above old ones, which means the newest emails will always be displayed at the top of the list. I have to be careful because the sorting order is different from the items list. Yeah, and note that some emails request a reply. Most of these emails will be unanswered within a fixed amount of time, so it's best to reply as soon as possible. Okay, I will make it a point to reply ASAP. One more thing, you can skip important parts of the email by pressing square. Make sure to give it a try. By the way, you should have received a tutorial email from the first R&D division about equipping eggs and characters. Please refer to them if there's anything you don't understand. Got it. Lastly, about the connection gear, functions used during the encephalon test. Are you talking about the vaporizer plugin? Its functions allow the destruction of specific objects on the map. It can actually be used if it cleared the next simulation test. Yeah. No bet it'll get a perfect score on the test. It's just a matter of time before someone gives you one of those vaporizer plugins. Oh, by the way, don't you need to go see the captain? You're right. I better go to the bridge to see the captain.
She's really got you trained, hasn't she, sir?
What? Train? What do you mean? Hey, what are you smiling at? Hurry up and get back to work.
I'm on it. See how he always changes the subject?
What was that, Togashi?
Nothing at all, sir. You're just hearing things.
I swear. Huh? What's up? Still not convinced?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just...
I know how you feel, but you saw what happened just now. Even the chief is cautious sometimes. Besides... Oh, that's right. You just transferred in a month ago, right? I guess you couldn't have known.
You mean the accident from 2 years ago? I've heard about it, but I don't know any details.
Oh, right. Oh, man, not again. Oh, well.
Perfect. Now the two of you can be alone. Why don't you ask her out while you're at it?
Everybody's cheering him on.
This is your big chance.
I told you guys, it's not like that. Crying out loud.
It all started with being shipped
Anyway,
against his
I
will
better get this to
with the chief.
Good luck.
Go, Tiger.
Jeez, they just don't know when to quit.
Or maybe they do and just choose
like
not
I
to.
don't want to. I just can't.
Poor guy.
You're slacking off.
And you're slacking off. And you, yeah, and you get a punch. You get a punch. You all get a punch. Oh my goodness.
Listen up. You lazy bums are the cause of that accident. You're not getting any time to confess your sins, though. Why not? Because I'm not giving it to you. If you got time to be sorry, you've got time to get your ass in
Confess
gear.
your sins.
If you got time to think, you've got time to get your fingers moving. Don't even start thinking you got a brain to think with. You're gonna become machines and work like them day and night. You're all a bunch of slackers.
Boy, I guess not every department's run like ours.
Yeah, you know.
you're still here, huh? Killing yourself over work won't get you very far.
Oh. How are you? I had to get this data done before morning, so Well, what are you doing here so late, Kevin? You'd better get some sleep. We've got an early morning ahead.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
To tell you the truth, I haven't been able to sleep lately. Something's been on my mind.
On your mind?
Tomorrow, she's finally going to wake up. I'm looking forward to seeing her come to life, but I have no idea what to say to her when she wakes up. It's been bothering me. I'm just being weird, huh?
Why don't you just say, "Good morning, Cosmos"?
Good morning?
Well, that's what you say to someone when they wake up, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks. I think I can finally get some sleep now.
Glad to help, sir.
You should get some rest too.
All right.
Well, good night.
Good night. Yeah. Everybody's so eager to see her.
The perspective on that is wild.
Look out! Watch it, you slacker!
You too, you're a slacker
Only
as well.
authorized personnel are allowed up here. I've had 3 people vanish on me already.
Oh.
Get the hell out of here! My men will start slacking off. They see bimbos like you around.
I'm so sorry.
X-face no.
Who's the idiot that let civilians on this ship? What the hell are you staring at? Oh.
Ah. Man's out of control.
Damn slacker!
I always remember X-Face is the guy they let on the ship. He has anger issues. I'm gonna go back and defend that man's honor. Where is he? My first mission, so I've never seen the enemy yet. I've heard the enemy is known as a life form called the Gnosis. Crazy. Those investigation unit guys live separate quarters and even eat separately. They're a really mysterious lot. And this is frustrating. The Woglindi is our ship. Man, ever since we picked up that overgrown plywood, the guys in the investigations unit are suddenly acting like big shots. I heard they're asking the captain to make this area accessible by permission only. Equipment inspection is a pain already. Oh, these things here are escape pods. We maintain them carefully so we can rely on them at any time. So then you check every single pod because it's important in case something happens in foresight, hindsight. This is 2020, so always make sure you're prepared. So after you talk to him, what's the thing running around here? He's like chasing after. Run away. Oh, and I have a Christmas lab again. I better hurry to the bridge. And then he's gonna chase you again if you come through here. Got stuck on that corner. Oh, nice, good. Miss, I've got some information I'd like to share with you. Are you interested in hearing about it? No, it won't be much trouble for you at all. How about it? Say yes. Wonderful. Well, first, if you could please give me your email address. No, you never know who might be listening in, alright? Safest way to share a secret is through email. Sure, that's fine. Don't worry, you won't regret it. Well, now it's settled then. Let's see, everything appears to be in order? I'll send you an email in a little while. Don't worry, it won't take too long. Please be on the lookout for it. Excuse me, is Lieutenant Commander still here? Is he still barking orders? Yes. Don't go back. You'll be alright, just ignore him. Or tell him you're not a slacker so you don't get punched.
Chief!
Hmm? Alan?
What do you mean, Alan? Don't act so surprised. Didn't you forget something important? You know, it's dangerous wandering around in a daze like that.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking about something.
I swear my heart would skip a beat every single time that happens to me.
Huh? Yeah. I'm just not myself today. Alan, thanks for stepping in back there.
No. I should have spoken to the new guy earlier, so you don't need to thank me. But it would really help if you would try to understand their feelings more. I know everyone's still a little uneasy about Cosmos, but they've been pouring their hearts and souls into this project. They all want to see with their own eyes the end results of what they've been working so hard to complete. I feel the same way myself, you know?
I know that. It's just that
Chief, the incident, right?
Huh? Oh, I see. You're... Sorry, that's not quite it. Forget about it. It's nothing. Let's just hurry up and get Cosmos completed, okay? Oh. Who could that be?
More Realian maintenance? They really should stop calling you all the time. Technically, it's a violation of regulations for you to deal with other divisions. Besides, aren't they expecting you on the bridge?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't want to brush them off. Besides, it's on the way, and I've got some time. See ya.
Later.
Oh. Ugh. I forgot to ask her out after work.
Wah, wah. Poor Alan. Why won't this thing work properly? I should bring the Realian service data with me. I think I left it in my room. I better go get it. Let's see if I remember correctly. My room's straight down this corridor. That it is. Oh, the red switch over there is to open and close the bulkhead. Please don't mess with it. Another segment. Number 18. And then we're gonna give it a good save. Not quite yet. We're gonna... And the data is over here. Obtained maintenance data. I got an email from Miyuki. I wonder what it is. Hey Xian, how are you? Thank you for the MWS. The weapon you used in your left hand during battle. Data from the tests we ran alongside Cosmos and the Encephalon. I moved one step forward with my magnificent plans thanks to you. Now the only thing I need is a real test. So I've sent you the real MWS. It should reach you soon. If the Gnosis attack now, they're so dead. Doing these tests provides a bit of aerobic exercise, and may even have some weight loss effects. So in a way, it's like you're killing two birds with one stone. Please make sure you pick it up when it arrives, Miyuki. P.S. I lost 3 kilograms, you see? It's just like I said, the apple diet really works. Magnificent plan? What in the world is that girl planning? Oh, Chief Uzuki, Lieutenant Caspese wants to talk with you about tuning up the Realians. I hear that the lieutenant was just a military doctor after being commissioned, so he can't do anything by himself. It must be tough for you getting called in all this time. Not at all. Enjoy, talking with the Realians. Which is true. Caspis. Dr. Caspis, we're here.
Hello, you rang?
Vector calling.
My apologies, Miss Uzuki. It seems we're constantly in need of your help.
No problem, Lieutenant. I want everyone to be healthy and happy too, after all. So, what's the problem today?
Well, I'm trying to teach them some new battle algorithms to better reflect the unit's reorg. But the integration is not going very smoothly.
You're right. He's rejecting the data. Let's see.
Let's see. I just need to check the Realians lying on the maintenance beds, right? Yes, thank you for your help. How is that? It's a temporary fix, though. Yes, I cannot express it appropriately, but I feel like some weight has been lifted. Everything feels a bit brighter. Thank you very much. That should do it. Well, you have any dizziness or anything? No, I am fine. We are combat models, so even our training causes heavy wear and tear. Regular tune-ups like this are very much appreciated. No, I really didn't do much. We had a full-time counselor doing servicing before we left port. Unfortunately, it's a long tour, and we only have maintenance beds. Problems always crop up. Long missions are stressful for us, too. Besides, these guys were just born, so it's not surprising. Nothing particularly unusual. Are you not feeling well? I have been studying fables and proverbs, but I am unable to use them properly. I'm always being laughed at. But your linguistics center doesn't seem to have any abnormalities. Ooh, this is my second all-nighter in a row. My 9th cup of coffee. Irregular lifestyles like this are really bad for your complexion. With some light counseling, they seem to have no problems at first glance, but errors show up when we try to install new software. That's because their compensator program makes it seem like you're getting through to them, but if you are examining them more closely, errors start showing up in their subconscious. In other words, the stress eventually gets to them. Basically the same as infants. Okay, your values are stable. I don't see anything with particular problems. Understood. Then I'll return to my duties. Wait a minute. I think you could express just a bit more joy. Maybe your emotional expression isn't working right. A bit more joy about going to work? I think not, Xion. I'm sure, Vector, you must have much larger and more sophisticated tuning department. In the army, the Realians are becoming a more vital part of the force, but we're way behind when it comes to maintenance and tuning. Ultimately, lately, I find functional impediments occurring when communicating with a certain person. My pulse becomes rapid, perspiration increases, and I become unable to articulate well. That's odd. I wonder if it's an OS bug? It's love! But also probably a bug. I wonder what's wrong. Your brainwaves seem to be a bit chaotic. Well, ever since I was assigned to the Wokunde, I haven't been the same. I've slowly lost mental composure. My body's begun to manifest minute spasms. The shape of these waves? Could it be a fear of battle?
Well, I've made some adjustments, but please contact 3rd Division once we return. I recommend they receive more intensive counseling soon.
Get therapy, Realians.
I'll be sure to do so. You know, I'm really impressed. Providing Realian psych support on top of developing Cosmos? I hear even specialized counselors have a hard time...
Oh, I'm just making the most of what my mentor taught me. I'm glad I could be of help. Besides, I always wanted to work in the 3rd Division. Actually, I'm thinking about requesting a transfer once my current work's finished.
But Vector's first R&D division has the best researchers in the organization. Everyone knows not just anyone can get in there. Are you sure that you want to transfer?
Oh, yes. Besides, my family's always asking, how did you get assigned to the 1st Division? There must have been a mistake in the paperwork. Who knows? Maybe they're right. Besides, I want to learn so much more about them.
What's learning about them going to do for you?
Lieutenant Virgil.
Oh boy. The problem child.
Their stench.
What?
It reeks. I can't get their rotten odor out of my system. Can't you smell it? It makes me sick to my stomach.
Huh? What are you...
That's enough. You got your orders from the Lieutenant Commander, didn't you? One of the goals of this operation is to enhance combat support between the eggs and the new model Realians. And yet you're...
Support? Huh. In a battle against them? The last thing I want to worry about is supporting a bunch of untested, weapons-grade Realians.
Excuse me, but these people are highly qualified soldiers.
These people? You're treating equipment like people?
Oh, you really shouldn't say things like that. These people have the same intellect and emotions as us. And the Miltia Charter clearly spelled out the basic human rights of Realians when it was ratified in 4763.
Given a history lesson.
What a load of crap. Get off your soapbox. You act noble
Get on
and
the
preach
textbook.
about humanity, but in the end, they're just equipment as far as your company's concerned. Or maybe more like merchandise.
We don't treat them anything like equipment or merchandise.
Then why do you categorize them as weapons-grade Realians? How much more evidence do you need than that? Whatever you care to call them, they're nothing but tools of warfare. Besides, I know your little secret. You guys have an emergency override code to control them, don't you?
Virgil! Why are you...
Huh? What do you want?
It is as you say, sir. We are manufactured as merchandise and raised accordingly. However, I take great pride in what I do now. And this pride was not forced upon me. It is of my own free will.
Free will, huh? Well, good for you. You'd better just enjoy it while you can. The time will come soon enough when you'll realize what's going on. Just you wait.
Is he a DME addict?
My apologies, Ms. Uzuki. He wasn't always like that. But then something happened.
Is he an old acquaintance?
We were classmates at the military academy, and I've been stuck with him since then. It was Miltia.
I see. So, that's why.
You knew about that, huh? Then again, anyone planning to join the 3rd Division would know.
Well, I'm from Miltia.
Huh?
Of course, no one's allowed to go there anymore. My family moved to 2nd Miltia when they transferred the capital after the war. And my brother still lives there alone.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring back painful memories.
Oh, it's all right. After all, it's something we must never forget about.
There's always this gentle strength to her
For our
character.
sake and theirs as well. Oh no! I forgot I had to report to the bridge. Sorry, I'll come back to check on them later. Bye!
Oh boy. Some of the soldiers are drafted unexpectedly, so the troop formation is not quite up to par. Notice it's attacked us now. I don't know if we could fight them head on. Vector employees are so polite and friendly. I was under the impression that researchers were all uptight, so I was a little surprised. Container doesn't belong there. Take it to block 3. What are you doing? Take the ammo to the eggs in the hangar? Xian, you're looking cute as usual. Hello, Mr. Holgar. Hey now, quit the formalities and call me Mr. Driller. Driller, you say? I'm really skilled at using the drill crane, so much so I wish the drill council would acknowledge it. Of course, Susumihori and I are equals when it comes to drilling. Don't ever confuse me with the run-of-the-mill drill worker. Mr. Holgar? Mr. Driller? What is it, Xian? I have to get going, but it doesn't matter right now. Clumsy worker caused an accident and can't work the wreckage of the way. That's where my drill comes in. But even with an awesome driller like me, this one's a heck of a tough job for just this guy. It's tough. Real tough for one guy. There's where you come in, my cute little Xian. Come into the picture. You've answered my drill call. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? You'll do it, won't you? You'll help me with noble cause, won't you? Maybe I should give it a try. Mr. Driller, I'll give it a try, but I may not be able to fully appreciate drilling like you do. Yeah, you can take over my drill, then okay. First, I'll teach you how to drill the crane. Use the crane to drill. Listen closely. Operating a drill is not about reflexes or clever techniques. It's about heart and soul and passion. Passion for your drill will allow you to operate the drill as you wish. Boy, he's really gone off the deep end. Now I'll show you how to operate the drill. Listen carefully and let's get this all done, okay? First, I'll explain the vertical movement. Press square button. Drill starts to move vertically. If you let go, it'll stop at that spot. Even if you press the button again, the drill will stop once it reaches the edge of the rail. Before moving, you can move the camera freely, left analog stick. Then you switch between cameras using R2. You'll need cameras to determine the drill location to be sure to make good use of them. Moving the drill's one-shot deal, operate the buttons carefully. Once you're done moving vertically, then you move horizontally. You press the camera's R2 to change, and then you press the square button to move the drill, just like you did vertically. Of course, it's a one-shot deal, you can't do it over. When you're done moving vertically and horizontally, it works on its own, then try to come down and destroy anything underneath it. Obviously, nothing will happen if there's nothing there. If you miss, you can always do it over again, and if you want to quit, just press the X button. That's everything you need to know about the drill. Well, what do you think? Simple, right? I think I get it, sort of. Okay, I got it. Okay, so... I think this is all the way to the edge. Yeah, all the way to the edge. This is slightly above? Nice. Atta girl, Xian, you really do understand the soul of drilling. What? You think so? All on target. At this rate, you can take over my job anytime. Oh, here's a present for you. It's a drill passport. Drill passport obtained. Thank you very much. It's just a little thank you for showing me what a true driller is about. Take this item with you, too. 10 Medikit S. Please be careful around here. It's a high traffic area for work carts, and the cargo's just being moved overhead for wires. Just now there was an accident over there. That's reassuring. Email for Xian. Starting database service, Omega Byte Store. Ms. Suzuki, thank you for a recent subscription to the Omega Byte Store's database. This has informed me that we have successfully secured a database domain for you to use. This service utilizes the inspector function for your portable connection gear to acquire specific information only and stores it regularly on central server. You specified gnosis and keyword as categories for your save data. You'll need to save the database plugin attached to this email in order to use the service. Plugins are devices that may be attached to the connection gear to add new functions to it. By request, the database plugin will automatically be saved when this email is sent. Lastly, the database plugin will save data in the database as needed. Alrighty. Nice.
The fact that you received email from Omega Byte Store must mean You'll be able to use the human database in the near future.
I'm very perceptive.
By the way, why did you select keyword and Gnosis as your databases? You have a reason, don't you?
Of course. The reason why I thought of using keyword is because I can file all the keywords that come up in a conversation in a database. That way, I can always go back and check the detailed description later. I'm pretty familiar with most technical terms, but sometimes keywords that I don't really know the definitions of appear.
Oh, I see.
And I selected Gnosis just in case. There is a possibility that I'll have to fight them in the future, right?
I agree with you there. You probably won't have to get by evading battles with Gnosis. On top of that, you may be placed in a situation where you have to fight the same type of Gnosis more than once.
Right, that's why I thought the best thing to do was gather data on them. Download. Now if we go into the database and we go to keywords, this is where you learn that one, Alan Ridgely is spelled with Ridge and then Lee, L-E-Y. We had a big debate back in the day. So back when this game came out, we had a big fight over how Alan's last name is spelled. It's spelled this way in the original, then it's changed in episode 2, then they changed it back in episode 3. Which is sort of funny, but that's the way it goes. So DME is also where you find this information. DME addiction. An addiction which results from the consumption of reality and body tissue. The blood vessels carry the ingested tissue, mainly from the central nervous system, to the brain, which results in neural structural changes. The physical and mental states are then altered, but occasionally results in death when an allergic reaction occurs. Once the brain has undergone an alteration, the addict must continue to consume new reality and tissue to avoid withdrawal symptoms, thus necessitating a drug-dependent intervention. There is no complete cure, since the consumed reality and tissue grows and mutates along with the host's neural networks. In some corners of the galaxy beyond the reaches of the Federation's control, there's an active black market for reality and tissue as a new form of recreational narcotics. The external symptoms of this addiction include hardening and cornification of the skin. Yeah, which is what Virgil has. Fantastic. The things you learn in Xeno databases, right? Also, they do the Tails thing. So in Tales of Games, if you don't know, there's this walk cycle whole situation where you hold the walk button. And so Tales of Games, you can just spam this and do this. But it's always been a Namco thing because you can hold the walk cycle in Namco games. So this is always a thing, which is pretty funny. But you can do it in any Tales of game, any Namco game like that's older. That tends to be a little haha. So, this is what I mean by emails showing up in specific spots. If you go around and you walk in certain locations, emails like this pop up. Please excuse me, send an email. I'm Angie Ropa from the Vector NSS Control Center, a security insurance organization responsible for carrying out network security activities infiltrated with Vector conglomerate business adventures. Currently, we're tracking an intruder who has hacked into the 2nd R&D Division's Imaginary Machine Cluster. An imaginary machine cluster is a calculation apparatus that connects laterally to a group of imaginary processors utilizing human resources. The 2nd Division's R&D machine cluster is called Mercury and is located with its own unique system called Harbeck. We detected the Mercury had been hacked about 1 month ago. When we restored the log file records, however, they indicated that the intruder had invaded the 2nd Division's R&D machine cluster 5 months earlier than we had realized. The intruder always demonstrates the same behavior, logging on once every 216 hours and sign off within 3 minutes. This coincides with the timing and intervals of the suspicions of the 4,096 processors among the 260,000 structural units. The intruder connects the parallel to the 4,096 cluster for only 2 minutes. Thus, the intruder possesses administrative privileges to this machine cluster, and it's impossible to disconnect him from this terminal. The reason being that he aborts before all commands have been received. Harbeck itself begins to act up due to viral infection spread prior to the boot up. He even tried conducting reverse searches using quantum algorithms to no avail because the 16 nodes in between the connection routes 60 to 128 or 60 to the 28 got obstructed by variable type dummy routes. We considered isolating Mercury, but even that wouldn't have been able to complete a resolution to solve the problem because the intruder would probably just try to hack a different machine cluster. Our only option is to capture the intruder. The intruder's motive was not to see the CPU's loading conditions, but to use the calculator itself. Our large quantum inferencing system inferred that the intruder's ultimate goal at a 73.48% probability rate to have something to do with the creation of a large AI engineered to destroy. We don't know what he would want with a complete AI, or if the intruder himself would even use it. It could just be that he was commissioned to locate things of value. By all means, we'd like to catch the offender while he's still in the middle of the calculations. The issue at hand is that the only way to catch the intruder is to be on the lookout for all his variable dummy routes in order to identify the terminal he's connecting from. This is a nearly impossible task. If what I heard is true, though, it is feasible. You, being the smart person you are, probably already know what I'm talking about, right? That's right. The solution lies in the artificial intelligence, or AI, that you supposedly developed. I heard that your AI was able to figure out complex routes similar to the ones that have been faced with a matter of 2 minutes. An ordinary AI can pull that off, so maybe wonder if it's really an AI we're dealing with here. If this is true, we may be able to use your AI to pinpoint the intruder's location. We can't allow the destructive AI to be completed. We're hoping that we can prevent this with your help. Give your duties at hand and most serious consideration, which is your appointment to the first R&D division. I hear that the test on the Woglinde is a task that involves an encephalon, and I bet it's incredibly exhausting mentally. I am aware that you are doing other tasks during your spare time, so I'll leave this decision on whether or not you want to accept this request up to you. Of course, we wouldn't be working for free. I promise compensation appropriate to the task at hand. I look forward to receiving a favorable response from you. And lastly, if we don't receive a reply from you, I'll assume that you do not want to take on the task. Alright, Angie Rupa from the VectorNet Security Service Control Center.
So, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna help with the research to capture the intruder?
I wonder what I should do. The intruder seems to know how to manipulate the Vector Security Service staff. He's a clever one. If we're not careful...
If you're not careful, someone may get hurt. That's what you're gonna say, wasn't it?
It would be great if injury was the worst of it.
Well, give it some serious thought before making your decision. I suspect they know the situation over here and sent you an email on the assumption that you would turn down their request.
Yeah, but you know, it makes me mad too. I can't believe the AI are being used for no good.
I wish everyone respected AI like myself the way you do, Shion.
I can't believe someone would use AI for destructive purposes. We have to stop the intruder by any and all means. I cannot help you with your request. There's no third option, but we will help. Nice. The Waglinde is truly a wonderful ship, but I'm unable to express my words on how wonderful it is. I think the ship is. Please go walk around the ship and enjoy the greatness of the craft yourself. Oh, I guess I thought there was something wrong with his linguistic module. I was like, didn't she just say that roundabout way? What is it? Do you want something from me? Who could imagine a woman as beautiful as you would appear in such a messy room? You truly are a trash and a dunghill. Are you saying I'm trash? That's right, trash. Are you sure you don't mean Jewel? Whoa, well, you could say that too. Whoa, well, even Homer sometimes bobs. Everyone slips up. Even Homer sometimes nods? Wait, is that how it goes? Yes, it is how it goes. Oh, wrong slot. No, I have to wait for the memory card to load. That's the thing when you use hardware. Let's see, look how long it takes to load the memory card. Original hardware, folks. We're on save slot 2. Okay. Bye, Homer. Hey, those are my quarters. Don't go snooping around. Oh, sorry. Well, it's not like you can get in without a key anyway. So the next hidden email is here. The couches. Dion, how are you? Have you read my Fruit of My Labor, the MWS, yet? I'd say it's quite impressive, wouldn't you say? What? You haven't tried it out yet? You really ought to see it in action. Anyway, I have a juicy story to share with you about today. I think you'll find it interesting. It actually concerns Cosmos. I thought that might get your full and undivided attention. You know Boris from 2nd Division's Small Munitions Group, right? He's the guy who accidentally set off the experimental versus transmitter generator, the VS transmit generator, and was nearly fired for it. Well, seems like he hasn't learned his lesson yet because he's secretly planning something behind the director's back again. I thought he was acting suspiciously, so I kept my eye on him and my intuition proved right. When I pressed him for answers, we struck up an interesting little conversation. I think he filled me in because I kept quiet and let him do all the talking. Boris told me that his plan is to develop the ultimate weapon befitting Cosmos. Should he succeed in realizing the potential power of this weapon, one attack will damage the enemy's entire party. The basic design is complete. All that's left to be done now is a simulation test. The calculator used in the design, however, is a bit lacking in power, so we decided to farm out the calculation process among several computers. At the moment, we're secretly recruiting friends and interested Vector personnel. A few people from First R&D Division are participating too. The connection node size is approximately 60. Pretty impressive, huh? You have the newest Rios model, right? So how about it? You know, would you like to participate? It would probably be a big boost overall to calculation speed. What do you think? Sounds interesting, right? Please reply if you'd like to participate. We would really like Cosmos to have this weapon. I'm sending you the plugin. All you've got to do is connect it to your connection gear. Oh, and please do as soon as possible, okay? If we spend too much time trying to persuade people, I'm afraid some of the higher-ups might find out. So please respond quickly to this email. It should be fine if you send me a response while you're still on board there with Glende. Hope to hear from you soon. Miyuki. I read your email. The project side of Boris' side seems rather risky, but it is a bit more stimulating that way, isn't it? When Boris finishes his weapon, it'll increase Cosmos' battle strength. I think there is a reason to help, so I've decided to participate in the project. Please send me the necessary file. Boris Golder. I can't believe this. Don't you have more important things to do, Miyuki? I'm really busy with Cosmos, so I wish you'd quit fooling around. Obviously, we're gonna help Miyuki. Nice. So we've opted in to Miyuki's little plot with Boris. Hey, you're Vector personnel, right? Is it true that the ship has ultimate anti-Gnosis weapon on board? Yes, that's true. Since it's called the ultimate weapon, it must be really amazing. I bet it's massive and capable of zapping entire hordes of Gnosis, right? Oh, no, it's not that large. It's and about the zapping part. The government's investigations unit are keeping close grip on the object that was recovered the other day. You're a Vector personnel, right? Then you must know what that thing we recovered is. The thing we recovered? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. Whoa, not even Vector knows about it? I thought the investigations unit came from Vector. What are these Gnosis things anyway? In this era of scientific omnipotence, I never thought we'd be fighting giant ghosts and monsters. They creep me out. They are technically ghosts, aren't they? Lieutenant and Grable, your excuse of ammo was noted during today's hostage rescue training. Sorry, I got caught up. As a field commander, you must maintain your composure at all times. Otherwise, your actions result in the deaths of those whom you command. I know, I'm sorry. Farewell, Lieutenant. Man, I'm getting sick of this. Investigating planetary disappearances and recovering flotsam? There's nothing for us Marines to do. Hey, Shion! Over here, right there! Oh, it's Sergeant Swain. Hello, Sergeant Swain. Is something the matter? I've got something for you. I'm gonna present you with the results of my research. Research? You mean your hobby of investigating all the doors on the ship? Yep, that's it. But I'm not just investigating the doors. Well? Wanna know what I'm researching? Sure, please tell me. You know how the nanomachine core is still a black box, just like when it was first developed? It's a secret, but I hear it's a bug. If used for building and construction, it has a tendency to create useless corridors with locks. This poses no real harm, so it's been kept under wraps. I just happened to find the secret documents describing this bug, and it's a collection of all the hidden passages from all over the world based on that document. This is the secret to my personal hidden warehouse. There's still 17 or 18 that I haven't opened yet. I search for them every time we disembark, but it's tough. Well, doesn't it seem like fun? Almost like a treasure hunt, right? Oh, the ones in the ship are mine, so don't open them. Or rather, you already found a door? That's my Xian, you're sharp as a tack. Thank you very much. Segment file. Segment number 7. And if you head right here, there's another hidden email. So once you start the hidden email chain like of events, they start popping in sequence. So if you look at the bottom floor of the Woglinde as you're traveling, if you're trying to trigger them yourself, you want to look, it's like D1, D2, D3, D4. The emails after D2, D3, and D4 trigger in a specific spots. So this will be the 4th email that you normally wouldn't get if you don't trigger it. Namco released shooting game Ninja Assault. Use the most powerful Macht gun said to hold magical powers and shoot down violent enemies. Beautiful stages are set against the backdrop during the age of provincial wars in feudal Japan. Includes the complete port of the arcade version, newly added stages, large increase in game content. An all-new original character, Aoi Kunoichi, makes an appearance. New introductory demo, home version has expanded the storyline. 32 minigame missions provide endless hours of fun. GunCon 2 compatible.
This must be an interesting email. Someone mentioned it I'd be getting earlier.
It sounds like fun. I enjoy video games. Yes, Xian certainly does enjoy. More accurate, she enjoys video games. Who doesn't? How long is she gonna make me wait? She said to wait in front of the information board, but she hasn't bothered to show up at all. And my break's almost over. Yeah, but there's more than one information board, bro. That's sort of your first problem. So this is to the bridge, but we don't want to go to the bridge yet. We'll go to the left and then we'll come back to the bridge. So in this area, those things are called Gnosis, right? Do you think they're real? They're telling the public they don't exist, much like the Loch Ness Monster or the Abominable Snowman. But we're going to head past this direction and go to our left. I'll never lose. Miss Vector! Come join us for a friendly game. Well, okay. No need to worry, the rules are simple, we're just gonna play tag. You're going to try to catch, we're gonna try to catch you, alright? All you gotta do is get to the item behind us without getting caught and you win. Don't try to charge straight forward though either. You need to watch your opponent's moves and use the features of the corridor to your advantage. Ready? Here we go. Not bad at all. With those moves, you'll be fine even when things get hot. Obtained medkit. What is it, Miss Vector? Want to play with us again? No, sorry, I haven't at the time. Man, you're no fun. I already won the prize. Since we were investigating the disappearance of the planet, I thought you'd be out here for at least half a year. But now we picked up one little piece of flotsam. That's it. What'll let down? Man, the nerve. The strangers took over the hangar and filled it with their stuff. There's no room for our equipment. And thus we visit the hangar. Woglinde is always like the day one stream because there's so much to do in the Woglinde beforehand. Well, if it isn't Vector's cheap, what can I help you with? I sell you whatever you need, real cheap. Could you show me? I will take 1 revive. Not that I need it. We'll take 2 biosphere. Always have an escape pack on hand for emergencies. Ether pack. You do sort of use those. And then medkit, I'll take 1. I already have a uniform and I already have a protector on. Okay. Thanks for your business. Oh, I almost forgot I have some interesting information. You know that vaporizer plugin being used experimentally in the simulator? Yes, my company developed it. Yes, that's the one. It destroys obstacles via connection gear. They're announcing a working model soon, so Vector is sending us prototypes. If you're interested, come back later. Really takes you off after escort an investigation when we know nothing about it. Take on enemies we even know less about. But when things get really hit the fan, we're just the ones who have to bear the full brunt of it. We should just leave it to the Realians and get their asses kicked by those ghosts. Yeah, no, they're not ghosts, but okay. Oh, this is an eggs capsule. You can carry eggs inside and deploy it if necessary. It uses the same space compression technology used in transportation to create a totally self-contained portable eggs hanger. Eggs. You're from Vector, right? Don't have anything for you today. Oh, are you sending something? No, not yet. No idea just how terrifying they really are. Only after fighting them will you realize just how futile it is. He is referring to Gnosis. Oh, Chief Uzuki, you want to go on the eggs again? You're a real hard worker. Study it all you like, though. It's just a simulation. No, not right now. Alright. And with that, we're done with the hangar. Out we go. I feel so refreshed playing this game. I don't know why. I do know why. But at the same time, it's just sort of nice to just sort of... The ambiance, just the noises, like real life noises. There's no music in the background and stuff. Whoa, who are you? State your name and rank. Oh, you're Vector personnel? You see, this is an emergency hatch, so there's no airlock. Everything will get sucked out if you open this space, so please stay away from it just to be safe. Shion proceeds to turn it on. D5 block. Excuse me, have you seen Lieutenant Virgil? Yes, I just saw him in the Realian Infirmary? What? The Realian Infirmary? That's strange. Why would he go there? I thought he was a DME addict. Ah, so he is a DME addict. Segment number 16. Oh. Yeesh, look at those two. They've been making out the whole time. Get a room for crying out loud. Let's break it up. What? I'm not doing anything. Oh, I'm working, of course. Jeez, I don't believe this. Why would anyone go out of their way to come into this room instead of just passing by? It's out of concern that I check on you. Seraphim sisters sure have nice pipes. Their moves can do a little work, though. It's been repeating the same footage over and over, but if you're trying to change it, the Marine over there goes into a rage. You can tell they don't let him out often. Oh my gosh, poor guy. The holograms here have the best quality. You know, the other day we had Xenosaga and the whole entire crew panicked. It was utter chaos. But I recommend you don't fiddle with it or they could dock your pay like they did to me. Too late. I believe it is... Where is it? It's after, I believe. Can't believe I laid back there. We don't know if we'll be under attack, but those guys are totally oblivious. I never fought Gnosis before, but I suspect a good grasp of terrifying how they are. Not even the state of our airship will stand a chance against them. That's also to close off the bulkhead. But whenever I look at the switch, I hear a voice. Press me! Hurry and press me! I dare you to press me! Can't you hear it too? No. That's quite alright. Enough is enough already. Don't blame them for everything. Shut up. Enough of your equal rights, Realians. It goes against humanity crap. Realians on this ship aren't like the old models that were assigned to Miltia. An incident like that'll never happen again. I can be so sure. After, they're nothing but combat weapons. Gate's currently closed. Please use another gate. Central elevator quickly goes directly to the bridge. I'm pretty sure that is it for the emails, so we can go up. You're Chief Izuki of Vector, right? The captain is expecting you. Please hurry in. Alright, let's go up. Up we go. Oh boy, he looks like a bundle of joy, doesn't he? You're 10 minutes late. It's no wonder that your research is behind schedule. Look, sir, no. It's behind schedule because they're smart people doing smart things, and you're like being mean about it. I'm sorry. Instead of taking up more time with your apologies, you should hurry up and present your report to the captain. Listen here. It was Cosmos, right? The battle android? I hope it does well. Where's Pollyanna? Look, Pollyanna's dead! He ended her. No need to worry, just one more gate jump, and this operation is pretty much be over. We won't have to resort to that unfinished weapon either. You're from Vector, aren't you? How are you enjoying the Wuglinde so far? She's a great ship, isn't she? Oh, hi there. You're quite young for a chief engineer. I'm sorry. I hope you'll forgive the rude remarks. Everyone's feeling a bit uneasy for the information blackout surrounding the mission. I hear the Gnosis are extremely mobile. I'm not so certain the ship's FCS is even capable of pursuing them. This isn't good. It looks like they use low-grade coal and exhaust is too thick. At this rate, they'll see us coming from beyond the horizon. Just kidding. The main engine on this ship is a Xenosaga Model 2, a cutting-edge logical drive, so it doesn't use coal. A modern warship can't exist without a network of fleet. No, the military itself is like a giant living entity. A mere link with the ship can mobilize several thousand troops, and it's just a thought with one synapse. Those floating objects on the console pods, built exclusively for the new 100 series observational unit Realians. Ultimately, unfortunately, the 100 series observational units haven't been issued yet. It'd be helpful if they were, but we're fine on our own for now. I know you did something to Pollyanna. Please excuse me for being late. Don't worry about it. Now that you're here, can we please show us Cosmos' data? Yes, sir, right away.
I see. I understand the basic specs. So, where's the actual field data?
Well, it's not quite ready. All I can provide today is up to A7.
So you don't have it?
Well, We'll begin testing with a mock-up unit very soon. But the system is still a little unstable and...
Aren't you just making excuses? Listen, Chief Uzuki. Why do you think you're on this ship? Think about that for a moment. This fleet may be newly outfitted, but it was assembled under major time constraints. And we have eggs units, but the 100 series observational units that go with them aren't available until later. What would happen if by some chance we were attacked by those things? I don't think I need to describe the outcome to you. The purpose of Cosmos deployment was to address this issue. Or am I mistaken?
No, sir.
Listen, you're not in a laboratory anymore. You're on a warship. This is a battlefield. Cosmos was supposed to be our frontline defense here, and now you're telling us it hasn't even woken up yet. There's no point in having a weapon that can't even get out of bed. That thing's only meaningful to us when it's fully operational. Why can't you—
Let it go, Commander. These people are working under serious time constraints. Just like our own squadron. Besides, they're only one step away from actual field testing. In the end, we all want to see this operation completed without having to resort to that thing. Don't we?
Of course, Captain.
You hear animosity in regards to Cosmos is like that thing. You can hear in Captain Moriyama's voice that like everybody sort of is like resentful that they can't fight the Gnosis, or that there's like this desperation.
No. Something urgent's come up. If you'll excuse me.
Off he goes.
I wonder what's wrong.
What isn't wrong? What isn't wrong with them?
Never mind.
The more apt
That's
question.
enough for today, Chief Uzuki. Let me know if any new developments arise.
I'm sorry we failed to meet your expectations.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. What's important to us is how reliable the system is once we start using it. Rushing the project won't get us anywhere. So just calm down and take as much time as you need.
He's so kind to
The
her.
government's funding it all anyway, right?
Because any other company would be like, nah.
You must be tired. Take the rest of the day off.
Yeesh. Captain, good work. Now go and get some rest. Alright, we're out. Here's another email. Picking up the email on our way out. Great, I thought you'd be in. I just forwarded you the file you need, so please save the file and attach this email. That attached file is a plugin called Sprinkle, which is being distributed for free by all software company called Magnelli Systems. Let me thank you for your brief explanation of Sprinkle's capabilities for your reference. This plugin works by taking advantage of the unused cycles on the connection gear, so it's not a burden to the connection gear's ordinary functions. It repeats required processes only when the connection gear is not being used. The results of these calculations are automatically fed back to Boris and the secret server. That's a general idea behind Sprinkle. Sprinkle. Okay then. Let's work hard, although it's really is a connection gear that's doing all the work, huh, Miyuki? P.S. I may be able to finish it even if you don't help. No, we got it. We downloaded it, Miyuki. It's been downloaded. Yes, we're going to the lower level. We're on our way out.